Oh, hey, Chris, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
I am doing amazing. How's the weather? Keeping dry?
Yeah, oh yeah, keeping dry. It's definitely keeping us hopping. That's what the weather's doing.
Yeah, so I've been meaning to ask since August Roofing does roofing, obviously solar, and I was wondering about the rain, water, solar panels. Is this a good thing, or is this kind of like that whole thing where it's like, oh, my car is super dirty, but you know what? It's gonna rain, so it's gonna be like a free car wash, but then it just kind of pushes the dirt around and it doesn't really clean anything. Is that the same thing with the
Yeah,
solar panels?
yeah. It's better to use like when it rains on your car. There's actually a lot of dirt in the rain, so it. If you have a really dirty car, yeah, it's a free car wash, but it's kind of always a little bit of residue, and that's the same sort of thing for solar panels. When they clean them, you got to make sure that you use stuff that doesn't actually attract more dirt once it's done. And so the rain will help in some situations where you got really bad, grimy panels, but definitely won't clean to the level that you would want.
Right. Do you just use like regular old Windex to clean those things, or like is there a special solar panel cleaning fluid?
Yeah, they do have some solutions for it. Best is just kind of water, and then use like you can use a squeegee or a soft, like almost like I don't know what you would call it, like a soft thing on a squeegee where it would kind of like just agitate some of the dirt away. And again, like I said, they do have some solutions that are set up specifically for it, but you don't want to put stuff on there like Windex can actually etch in a very minor level, which then will now attract dirt or trap dirt on a very micro level.
Oh, interesting.
So you got to be careful in what you use.
So, with this weather, I know that this is probably going to be the time where people are calling you in a panic, especially around the holidays, and then it's raining, and all of a sudden there's a leak or there's like a bubble in their ceiling that's full of water. Does August actually go out and do like these emergency calls and try to get these leaks patched up?
No, the unfortunate part is that leaks right now. There's not a lot we can do. The roof will be wet, so patching can't really be done. And then you got the safety factor, right? It is a little bit of drywall and paint worth a man's, or even your own if you're trying to get up there and do it yourself. Safety. So my thing is always try and mitigate it as much as possible. If you got a bubble there, go and get yourself a bucket, pop that bubble, let the water drain. That's the best thing you can do. Even if you can take take a screwdriver, poke a hole in the drywall, and let it drain. You're going to have to fix that drywall anyways. Keep it localized and control it. That's a good way to do it. Sometimes if you feel safe and you can get in your attic, sometimes you can get in and actually put the bucket in underneath the leak that's coming in the roof and save the drywall damage. But again, if you've seen it, the damage has occurred, you're going to have to cut that little piece of drywall out anyways, and do some paint. So, walking in an attic you got to walk on the ceiling joists, and you could fall through and damage a whole bunch of drywall. So again, I'm like, what is the cost benefit analysis of some of this stuff? And even though it seems kind of silly, to just mitigate it and let it drain and live with it until we can get to dry weather and safe times and get out there to repair it.
Yeah, and safety is the key word here, especially around the holidays. We don't want to be going to the hospital around the holidays. That would just mess up all the plans. A leaky roof sucks. Going to the
Yeah.
hospital sucks even harder. So don't
Right.
don't do anything that's going to risk you going to the hospital or anything like that. Especially, hey,
Right.
you just heard a professional say, don't do that. So don't do it.
Yeah.
So we're talking to Chris from August Roofing and Solar. He's telling us a little bit about the roofs and solar panels, and especially this weather that we're getting right before the holidays. Chris, is there anything with when it comes to roofs? Because I now I'm kind of obsessed on this cleaning thing. So there's a way to clean the solar panels. Do we necessarily need to clean our roofs?
At a different level. It's more of a macro level. You want to keep leaves out of your gutters and out of your valleyways. Those are areas that we want the water to drain. And, if those get clogged up with leaves and dirt and stuff, it will now cause water to go sideways. And, roofs aren't designed for sideways water. They're designed for roof water to go down. And then that'll cause leaks. So a little different than solar panels. And then like tile roofs will collect a lot of moss on them. That's an aesthetic issue. It's not a functioning issue. So we do.
So moss is totally fine. It's not something to freak out over.
Right. Yeah. And, we do clean moss off for people, but again, it's an aesthetic issue. So the house looks good. It doesn't cause your roof to function any poorer.
Awesome. So we've been talking to Chris from August Roofing and Solar. They are your go-to source for everything roofs, everything solar. Even if you got a question, just, call them up. As you can see, they are super personable, easy to talk to. You got a question, they'll probably have an answer for you. So give them a call, 661-241-9792, or visit them at augustroofing.com. That's August like the month, roofing.com. Thanks for talking with me, Chris. I hope you have a happy and safe holiday.
You too, Benji.